It's Ray here, the Cat Daddy. And well, I thought I've got a little bit of battery left. The sun's gone down, so it's kind of magic hour, or is it witching hour, or whatever they call it. The light's quite nice. I thought I'd just have a little bit of a chat. How indeed I became a legitimate cat person. Not like well, I'm not like Maureen Ponderosa. I'm not really like the cat lady in the Clockwork Orange. Um, I'm not, I'm a little bit like the crazy cat lady in The Simpsons. Um, and don't really have a grumpy cat. Oh, my Yanni is a bit of a grumpy cat, but she doesn't look like it. She's not a grumpy cat. She's the most lovely, lovely cat in the world. So anyway, I thought I'd just make a little video about how I went from being a pretty staunch dog person um to being a lifer for the feline race, you know. Um and may I just say that film Cat Person really, really good, and I'm not that kind of cat person. The one who's like, yeah, I've got two beautiful cats, and he's got photos in his wallet, but they never turn up or whatever. That's not me. Anyway, so yeah, never grew up with cats. I can't even remember having cats on my block or anything. Um, and indeed, when I was 12, I was over at my best friend Tom Stanton's house, and his cat um was on my lap and I was patting it and stuff. And then the motherfucker took a big chunk out of my hand, like didn't not an actual chunk, but like fanged in like pretty damn vicious, and it was horrible and it scared the heck out of me. And like I was pretty much afraid of cats all through my teenage years, you know. And then we got our beautiful Rhodesian Ridgeback dog, Rita, who was a total munter, but just the most beautiful, sweet African soul of a dog. Bless her heart. May she be running on the other side of the Rainbow Bridge or wherever they go. Um, and yeah, so had a dog. Used to get stoned with her, after midnight and things in the family backyard and whatnot, and take her for walks and smoke durries in the park, with her. And, we were living out in the suburbs of Melbourne and, out where the Eastern Freeway goes now. This was back in, heck, 97, before the freeway opened, and we could just go on our bikes, get onto the closed freeway, and she would just bolt and bolt and bolt, and then we couldn't get the fucker back. So she was a bit of a nightmare until she got up to Darwin, and she could just do her thing and then cruise back when she was ready. But anyway, this isn't about dogs, really. But of course, my journey includes dogs. Anyway, the next time I came to live with cats was in university at college. I was living in like a share house slash um, block of apartments. This beautiful Art Deco block in South Yarra, and we had two cats, maybe three at some point. A bunch of Toms who were just lovely, delectable little souls. Zombie was one of them, and I can't remember. Oh, and fucking Mickey, the Israeli girl who I lived with ever so briefly. Bless your heart. May the fighting and killing end very, 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 very soon. Her cat, I can't even remember its name, but it was a fucking nutcase. Um, like it'd run in, screech, tear at the tear at the carpet, tear at the ceiling, and then fling itself out the door, kind of thing. So that was a munter. And so was Mickey. And yeah, so that was for a little while, a couple of months and things. And yeah, the beautiful Echo Sart, old housemate of mine, her cat was a tom called Zombie, who was just delightful. And then there was a little girl cat called Roxy, I think. And it was a good time. Um, but we were young and we took too many pingers over the summer, and the whole thing crashed out for me and whatnot. Um, oh, there he is. She. Can you see my little cat baby? My little Cyclone Jasper. Um, Anyway, as I say, things flamed out. I got into a cycle of psychological violence against myself, I guess you could say. I won't go into it. And then, as I say, ended up in Darwin for a while with my dad. May he rest in peace. Living on the Rainbow Bridge with Lace and Rocky and Rita. Um, Although I don't know whether Rocky might still be fucking somewhere in South Australia. I don't know. And there's Clarence, beautiful Clarence Rose, doing his thing, his she thing. I don't know. We thought he might have nuts, but it's unclear at this point. So it's Clarence Rose and Cyclone Jasperan for the meantime. I don't know if you've seen any of that. It's quite unclear. Anyway, as I say, up there with my dad's, doing my thing, and then toing and froing. And I don't think there were any cats in my life because, as I say, after a while, I was living here with my dad until he passed in 2019. I was here from about 2011 till 2019 with the very, very delectable old Lace, the beautiful golden retriever, and the munter, Rocky, fucking Rocky, the American Staffy. What a crazy munter. Beautiful guy, but he was the epitome of let sleeping dogs lie, because if you don't, Rocky will bite your fucking hand off. Know what I'm saying? Anyway, that was that. Um, And that's my life up until about 4 years ago, when, as I say, my dad passed away. I was away for a while, doing my insanity project and whatnot. And sometime in 2020, I came back and there were cats in the yard. Um, just doing their thing. It was none of the cats from back then are around anymore, I'm afraid. I don't. But there was an initial bunch. I can't remember their names now. Biscuits. Biscuits was this beautiful tortoiseshell tortie who just came and ate and things. And anyway, at the time it was, yeah. I mean, I remember it just built and built and built uh, until I was feeding maybe 12, 13 cats a night at times, cracking the pot, cooking rice and tuna for them, and beans and veggies and stuff, and like putting the pot out, and there'd be seriously like a dozen bodies rocking around, getting their feet on, and kittens, big cats, dark dark ones, a mix, tabbies, not too many gingers. I don't know what it was. Um, but yeah, a few um kittens, and I remember out there yonder past that big pine tree. My neighbor has a patio out the back, and I'd go out there past the tree, and there'd honestly be like 20 or 30 cats. It was just absolutely bunter. And my neighbour over there, the lovely Maxwell N. Clark, no longer there, now resident, I guess, of Rainbow, Victoria. Uh, I think he told me he was feeding like up to 17 cats, like 12 kittens, maybe spending like $40 a day on cat food or something redonkulous, and he had them fully domesticated pretty much, and like could pat them and chill with them and stuff, and I'd go across and they'd still be skittish and things. Not like this little munter, this little doobie wacky. He's pretty chill. Um. Anyway, they moved on, and my lovely baker neighbour Justine moved in, and she's got a dog Rollo, and I think she might have one or two house cats. So that's no longer um, a free range cat safe zone, I guess. But on the other side of the street, we had a lovely old lady named Myra. There were two old ladies, Myra and Alma, who lived across the street, and Myra passed away. May she rest in peace. And Donna's Alma's granddaughter moved in, and now she's kind of we're we're like the two crazy cat people on the block who just like take in cats and feed them when we really shouldn't, and just enjoy their company. And she was blessed with a beautiful little rag doll um girl, I think. And she's more ethical than me, probably. She has them spayed and things, but I have a very laissez-faire attitude to cats. I say let live and let live, and you know, they they're a more ancient creature than me. They've been rocking around longer than us, so just because I wear clothes and glasses and can feed the bowls doesn't mean I own them and have any right to stop them from being natural animals, you know. So I just let them do what they do. Anyway, on and on and on. So that was the heyday with biscuits and the big gang of cats and things. And around that time, there were a bunch of kittens. Um, and one was this fluffy little girl. I thought it was a boy for a while. It was just so fluffy, and it kind of took to me, and um, just not domesticated to me or anything. Like, wouldn't let me touch it for a very long time, but always came for food. Always was first to the bowl and stuff. And that's girl. It's Yanni, aka Rocky, aka Kitty O'Reilly, aka the Cat Mummy. And she's my main girl, and she's been my basically my trauma therapist for going on a couple of years now, and she always keeps me company, and keeps me grounded and things, and we're blessed with these two wonderful little grey goblins. um, who just make it all possible and worth it, Um, and there's a little bit of a sad story, I guess. This is actually Yanni's second litter, um, and she only had two this time. And her first litter was a single little black guy, um, G.G. Allen, aka Buster Grimes, aka Tragic Vincent, Vinny D. And he was quite wild, more wild than these two goblins. But I was getting there, I was holding him, putting him on my lap, and he was chilling and stuff. And yeah, this one day I'm like, yeah, this is my cat. I'm getting attached to him, whatnot. Bought some kitten food for him and things, and then put him in the house. And during that time, I had the habit of drawing baths, reading in them, and then letting them sit and go cold. And poor little Vincent, poor little Vinny D. First time locked in the house. Was in the bathroom, jumped onto the side of the bathtub, fell in, and that was lights out Paris. You know, it was a bit. Hi, Cass. I don't know what your question is. I'm talking about cats. Does that answer your question mark? I don't know. So yeah, I mean, it was quite biblical in as much as the first born must be sacrificed. So the rest shall live. And also at the time we had quite a few little orangey kittens rocking around, and there was a poor little crippled Billy with a bad leg, and yeah, my support worker at the time was like, "We've got to take him to the vet. We've got to take him to the vet. He's just gonna wither and die." And she did, and obviously he never came back. So, poor little cripple Billy, another martyr for the Minnesota Heights free range cat ranch. So that was that, and yeah, like as I say, it's really been a movable feast. A top cat gang of strays and free range drifters and coal mine shifters and um, Mallee rat grifters. I don't know. I mean, where do the cats go during the day? Do they go in the walls? Do they have day jobs and then come back and chill out? I don't know what it is. As I say, I mean, at the moment, I think apart from Yenny and Clarence Rose and Jasper Ann, I've got two oranges, and I believe one of them might be actually a girl, which is quite special because apparently only 20% of orange cats are female. I honestly thought they were all, so I named her Jonas, and she's got another it's almost like a very rare, like it's almost like a strawberry blonde ginger cat named Johan, and he's lovely. He's been in the house and chilling out and stuff and things, and he comes for a feed and does things. And then we got a couple of tabbies, I think Matilda and Madeline, um, who are lovely as well, and a couple of darkness, darkness 1, 2, and 3, and then we've got a few kind of special guests who do a cameo every now and again. We got this beautiful tortoiseshell, almost like a patchwork tortoiseshell, who I've seen. He just kind of fucking turns up whenevs and then goes on his way, I guess. Are there any others I'm forgetting about? Um, Not really. Um, then there's this glorious long-haired orangey cat called Graham Arnold, who I haven't seen in ages, but he'll just fucking turn up every now and again and be like, "Hey, what the fuck's going on, cunt?" Um, you know, he's my straight he's my straight Jinger. And then there's a long-haired black called Black Graham Arnold, who again I haven't seen in fucking ages, and I'm pretty sure he might have been the Tom Dad of Vincent. And last time he saw me, I'm gonna run out in a sec, so I better shut this down. Um, and he saw me and gave me daggers and then fucked off. So I think he was a bit fucking sketch, a bit poison on me. And then there's a grey long-haired cat called Graham Arnold, and he's pretty cool. And he might actually be the dad of Jasper Ann and Clarence Rose. So again, haven't seen him for a while, but cats do what they do. And most recently, I mean, as I say, Clarence Rose and Jasper Ann were gifts to the family in October. Yeah, so they're coming on to 3 months now, and they've just been glorious. They were, they were hidden in a box full of brown paper for a long time, and then they were moved and into like a secret boxy area, and I was holding them and stuff. And then, as cat mothers tend to do, she moved them to a safe secret place, and they were gone for a while. And then I was like, I don't know what's happened. And then, just out of the blue, they were in the house, in the sunroom, and then they disappeared for a bit, and boom, they were in the house proper. And they kind of, well, they haven't, they've left, they run around, they've got their secret spot to hang in the daytime and things. But yeah, they're pretty much domesticated and things, but I don't want to get rid of them. I just love them too much, and as I say, I don't own them. I don't feel they're for me to give away. And yeah, like one day, I let my cat out, and then I went inside, and the cat was inside again, and I let her out, and she's out again. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then I realized one of them must have opened the window and popped a hole through the flywire. So now that's basically their cat door. So they come and go as they please, and um, I try not to spoil them with ridiculous cat food and things. I keep him budgeted and things. And Yenny nibbles on my off bits and things when I eat. She's a bit of a pain in the bum, but she gives me cat love. And it's been a while since she's given me a decent um tune on the piano tummy with her glorious cat piano skills, but we'll get back there again. So that basically does it, and that's my journey to becoming the cat daddy. And there aren't any cats around now. I don't think so. Don't think so. And as I say, my battery's about to run out, so I hope you enjoyed that. Um, and if you didn't, you weren't watching anyway. And remember, if you get angry, you're doing it wrong. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for not watching. I'm gonna just clock the content meter on this. I'm gonna be back a little bit later with my 52 weeks of cult films. Um, and I was going through my collection, going, what am I gonna watch and things. And then I realized, like, I'm a film cultist. Like basically all my films in my collection are cult films just about, so there's no running out. So I could pretty much do one a day or more. Anyway, that's me. Um that's Yanni, and that's little Clarence Rose. And I will catch you when I'm looking at you. Ciao, peace out, catty cat lovers and doggy dog bobbers and ferret grovers. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Peace to the lovers. How about a bee?